So hi everybody. I started recording. Welcome everyone here. So we're going to tap into the cold supermoon. We're going to do a ceremony. We're going to do remembrance. We're going to do illumination. We're going to remember our star body and awaken and reawaken. So there's going to be a collective activation happening. So what we're doing is we're gonna connect with 3iAtlas, which I've connected already, and my third eye is really pouncing right now. We're gonna activate the crystalline heart grid, so the heart chakra, and then we're going to enter into the Rose Lineage remembrance field. So basically, that sigil that I showed in the beginning, and I'll resend it, I'll re-show it again before we start. It's basically going to remind you who you are, who you're meant here to be. It's a remembrance. So, and it's walking forward in compassion and basically in unity because we have to remember that we are all one. And the more we unify, the more we come together, the more we can help each other grow and help each other get to the next step, right? Because everyone here has been so important in my life, whether you're a new friend, a client, whatever, a student. It's just like you all are special to me. We all are brothers and sisters, and we just the more and more I tune into the energies, the more and more we come into this frequency of just love, because love is the essence of everything. Everything we vibrate in, everything, every growth begins with love. Every healing begins with love. So the more we start doing that and incorporating love into everything we do, and when we get challenged, because I'm not saying we don't get challenged, we just say, touch our hearts and realize what would love do in this instance right now? What would love do? And that is like what I do often. You know, if I get challenged, I just put my hands in my heart and what would love do in this instance? And instantly things change. You know, the response system has changed ever since I started doing that. And that is something that I learned to do about a few weeks ago. So again, and then another thing I want to teach you guys is there's a way to actually vibrate our light out to everyone. And what I've been told is that you put your focus in your inner heart. So if you close your eyes and just focus on your inner heart right now, and 3 inches behind your heart, your human heart. And I'm trying to feel if you guys are all there. So connecting all into oneness. Okay, we're there. Thank you. So as we are there, see yourself as this beautiful light from above, like from the earth, from the stars. See yourself that high, and then feel that light that you're spiraling outwards to everyone all around the world. And I've taught this in class as 33 feet around, but the guides today said I needed to teach it where you guys emanate this light outward, forward into the whole world, because remembering that one person can change the world. So it only takes one person to show love and to vibrate love. And then it starts moving outward, and then we're all pillars of light. And that's what I wanted to share today. It's they wanted us to visualize ourselves from outer space and see ourselves as a pinpoint, but see ourselves spiraling out light to everyone, all around the world, all around the multiverses, universes, omniverses, everywhere. So just feel that light. Okay, I feel that you guys saw that happening. It feels really strong. We built this beautiful light. And I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, who's always here with me, to be with us. He is the light worker's angel that's always with us. But remember that we always have free will, so we must always call on him. So he is here. Mother Mary, of course, is here. Mary Magdalene, and so is Yeshua. And as I call her, Grandmama Anna. So just feel the frequencies of the divine. Feel the collective heart beating as one. And I'm going to call forth as well Mother Earth to keep us grounded. And I'm going to ask her for all of us to connect to her heart and to help us beat as one heart, unified. That's beautiful. And I'm going to ask for our galactic star brothers and sisters to come in and connect with us. I'm also going to ask to connect to 3iAtlas. And this is for our highest and greatest good only, and all from the highest in Christ consciousness. That is all that is allowed in this space of love, of unity, of oneness, filled with compassion. Thank you. And any beings of light are cosmic humans as well. And you may call in your star families, your guides, your ancestors. We call them all forth because this is the time to connect with them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we may open our eyes, and so I'll be taking you guys where I'm going to talk a little bit about 3iAtlas, and if April has not come. Oh, April's here. Yay! April's here. Okay. Okay. So April's here. April is an astrologer, and I'm gonna spotlight you. Hi, April. So April is an astrologer. She's a friend of mine. She's also done my chart. She's amazing, a beautiful light, as you can see. And welcome, April. And if you want to tell a little bit about yourself, and I just took everyone through, just basically a clearing, connecting to oneness, and, connecting to our hearts and just calling in our guides, our ancestors, and Mother Mary and Yeshua and the Holy Family.
Thank you. I did catch the end of that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for holding this just frequency in this container for everybody to come together and connect in this way. I don't know what to say about myself. I'm a super private person, so it's hard for me to talk about myself, but I'm an astrologer and I'm a seer. So the astrology I do is a little bit different than what a lot of people might be familiar with. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know really what to say about
It's
myself, but
okay. It's
I
okay.
okay. I would love to talk about this full moon if this is a good time to start with.
Yes, let's
Okay.
do it.
So there's a couple of reasons why this full moon is so powerful. And for one thing, we are in a very powerful time for a lot of different reasons, astrologically. And I really believe that this is the time of miracles. And the more we can really feel into what is happening outside of the noise and really centering into ourselves and whatever information is trying to come through at this time is really important. So part of the reason this full moon is so powerful is because it's happening at the same time that we're having these incredible solar flares. And the solar flare cycle happens on approximately an 11-year cycle, but it's not always 11 years. It's about, and not every peak cycle of the solar flares is so intense. We haven't had this type of intensity with the solar flares for at least 20 years. So and I feel that these particular solar flares are more intense because we just this year started to have these pulses of light coming out of the black hole at the center of our galaxy. And these pulses of light are what causes people to evolve or devolve over these very large cycles of time. So at when the pulses of light from this
Mm.
black hole are much more evolved than we are now. Like you hear statistics or whatever about how we're only using 10% of our brain, or we have all of this junk DNA that scientists don't even know what this DNA is for, and why do we not use all of our brain? And so the pulses of light from this from the black hole just like went kind of quiet. It like went to sleep. And as that happened over these 12,000 years, we became less and less evolved. And so these pulses of light are starting back up again. And this is what allows us to start to really develop our powers of telepathy, of being able to be in one place at more than one place at one time, being able to all these sort of mythical powers, but they're real. And so the pulses just started again this year on a regular basis every day, these light pulses. And so these pulses are sent to our sun, and then the sun sends them to us, especially in the times of the solar flares. So we're being like supercharged by the sun right now, by the center of the galaxy. And so the sun is more powerful than it has been. I mean, I might say in 12,000 years. So the sun is supercharged right now. And the moon is supercharged right now because the moon goes on this 18.5-year cycle where it travels outside of the reach of the sun. So you may have noticed when you saw the moon rise yesterday or today, hopefully people saw it, it was rising much further north than it usually does, like extremely far north. And so the sun at its lowest point will rise like this during like the winter solstice. And during the summer solstice, it will rise like up here. When the moon travels outside of this, it travels down here and way up here. So it's outside of the reach of the sun. And this makes the moon extremely powerful. So you'll notice around the winter solstice, the full moon is rising very far north. And around the summer solstice, it's rising very far south. And this full moon also is so close to the earth. And so we're being supercharged by the sun and the moon, and it's pulling into opposite directions. So that's part of the reason why this full moon is so powerful. And I hope that was clear. I feel like I kind of jumped around a little bit, but hopefully people understand what I'm saying. So part of the energy of this is literally upgrading our DNA. Like, and so if you feel like, intensity in your surroundings or in your physical body or something, yeah, you're not imagining it. We're being like, there's very intense energy coming in to upgrade us right now. And it shows us anything that needs to be burned away or cleared away that is preventing us from receiving these real sort of upgrades, these DNA activations. So another reason why this full moon is so intense is because it's exactly, so the sun and the moon are exactly what's called square to the north and south node of the moon. And so the north and south node are the things that create the eclipses. And because the eclipses are so powerful that they can swallow even the sun and the moon, these invisible points are they're very powerful. Even though they're invisible, they're like these dragons that are powerful enough to swallow the sun and the moon. So we have the sun and the moon are making this, it's called a square. It's like a grand cross. And so whenever we have something squaring the nodes like this, it's showing us that we're at some sort of a crossroad. And this is a very quick moving crossroad. And all of this energy that's happening around this full moon is very quick. But the energy that it creates is a feeling like we have all these decisions to make, or all of these choices, all of these, we know if we go this way, it will lead us in a very different direction than if we go this way. And so there's this sort of weight to every single decision that presents itself right now. And yeah, so part of the thing that I feel is important to share with people is that we, because of where the north and south node are, one of them is like an incoming tide and one of them is like an outgoing tide. And so if we put our energy where the outgoing tide is, it will drain our energy. If we put our energy where the incoming tide is, it will fill us with energy. And so the outgoing tide is telling us, don't get hung up on the details. It's the deep, like noticing and paying attention to the details can be a strength, but don't get hung up on the details. We have to kind of lean away from the need for perfectionism, the need for getting so zoomed in that we forget to see the bigger picture. And that bigger picture has to do with really leaning into faith, and really leaning into the realization that we are connected to everything, to the entire cosmos, to each other, and sort of lean in the direction of basing our decisions off of faith rather than needing to know all the details, needing to know all the answers. And it seems like there was one more thing I felt like it was important to share. But I forget. So yeah, I think that's what I want to share about all of that.
Sorry. Okay. So I that was amazing. I just want to let everyone know that you're in Mount Shasta in the mountains, and that's why like there was spottiness, right? You're in the mountains.
Oh no, did you were you not able to hear me?
No, we did hear you. We did hear you, but I just wanted to let everyone know that's why it was coming in and out. I know I understood everything,
Oh no.
and everyone was hearting and everything. So yes, so it was perfect. It was perfect. And you are so spot on because I was feeling that yes, we need to let go of the control of how things should happen. It feels like, you know, we are having to let that go so that okay, I'm trying to do so remove pin so that I can become host or spotlight together. Okay, I don't know how that goes. Um, anyway, so I just wanted to say that yes, that is happening. We're being pulled, but also realizing that like April said, is just letting go and surrendering. So that's what I've been hearing a lot from the guides is letting go and surrendering. Stop holding on to how things should happen. Just release it and just it's going to work out however it's supposed to be. So that's something important that's been coming through a lot. And it's just making so much, sense about everything. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. Now we're together. Okay. I was trying to make sure that we got together so that we're both side by side. And I know April said she has to go in a little bit before the meditation. But yeah, a couple of things that I wanted to talk about was, again, April spoke about the psychic perception, like psychically. And we are receiving so many downloads, and there is third eye, like with the 3iAtlas alone and with just tuning inwards with the super full moon, the solar flares, how she mentioned, like everything happening all at once. It's just, yeah, we're being bombarded. Like recently, I mentioned that I've been, having to reschedule clients because of this, little challenge of, releasing. We're all going through a release right now, and it's just allowing and letting it flow, and giving yourself grace and love at the same time. So there is also, ancestral knowledge coming in. Our ancestors are coming in to help us through this next stage as well. And we also have interdimensional contact, right? Our 3i Atlas is basically, helping us to connect to our star families, our star beings, our star, like within ourselves. We are all star beings. So it's just a remembrance. So again, it goes back to that, and the stillness. April spoke about the stillness, and being able to recognize, the whole aspect of, you know, being still and allowing. So we're receiving lots of, with 3iAtlas, we're receiving a lot of solar coding. We're receiving a lot of third eye activation. Like literally, third eye is just, I don't know about you guys, but my third eye is just like rocking right now. So that's happening like big time right now. Um, the heart chakra is another one that they showed me they're working on us as well. So that's expanding as well. So that's something that I was getting when I tuned into them. So the heart, the pineal, and our auric, and also remembering our star-born template. That template is coming back into form. So, okay. And then the combination of the two, what it's doing is the old heart field is falling away. It's all falling away. So, and what's happening is any dormant codes within us are activating with all these solar flares, with all this supermoon, with all this 3i Atlas. I mean, we are like in a magical time in our existence, and knowing that we each said yes to this is just magnificent. I mean, we literally said yes. We knew what we signed up for. We knew the challenges that we signed up for, and we said yes. So just remember that you said yes before coming here. So sometimes, you know, I have to think, I'm like, wow, I really said yes to all these things, but yes, we did. You know, and it's just remembering that. So, you know, it's basically coming back into our hearts, remembering, the remembrance overrides any conditioning that we've received throughout our lifetime, throughout this lifetime, right? So, yeah, and let's just, I'm gonna start an invocation. And just to start off, and I want to show you guys once I get to speaking about the the rose, then I'll show the scroll again. Uh, Okay. So I just wanted to welcome you guys. So tonight we stand beneath the cold supermoon, the final lunar illumination of the year, and we open our hearts in remembrance. We call upon the Lunar Mother, mirror of truth, revealer of the hidden light. We call upon the Rose Lineage, keepers of compassion, guardians of the Sacred Heart. We call upon 3iAtlas, traveler from beyond the sun, carrier of ancient star memory, here to awaken what has long slept within us. May this space be consecrated. May this circle be illuminated. May each heart be restored to its original frequency. We arrive as many, but we breathe as one. We remember as one. We rise as one. In love, in unity, in the eternal remembrance of who we truly are, we begin. Mm, wow. Those last words. We arrive as many, but we breathe as one. We remember as one. We rise as one in love, in unity, in the eternal remembrance of who we truly are. We begin again. So it's that unity that God, the divine, has shown me. And I wish you guys could see the picture that I've taken of what we truly are, what I've been shown that we are. It's mirrors of each other, mirrors of light. We are light beings, guys, literally. And I will post about my pictures soon, because I've been told it's time to share. So basically, just remembering that we are light beings and that we mirror each other and that we are light, we are love. Okay. So I want to show you the sigil. I could just share now. Let's see. Here we are. I can make it bigger. Here we are. Why? Okay. Here. Okay. So this is what we're going through. So it's reveal, restore, and remember. And today's 12/4. This is a pivotal point. Like it's so important. And there goes the pentagram. And you could call it as the Star of David. And this is one of the first stars that I began seeing when I first awakened. And the rose has always been with me. Mother Mary's has always been a part of my life. And again, it's not about religion, right? Because I believe that when we start bringing religion, it causes separation. And I'm all about oneness, but she is one of the guides that come through healing through me with Saint Germain and perform some miracles through my vessel. And I just wanted to leave this sigil up while I continue reading this beautiful prayer for this final supermoon. So you may close your eyes if you like, or not yet. So let the moon of illumination and the voyager of the stars meet within the chamber of my heart. Let remembrance surface. Let distortion fall away. Let the original pattern awaken. I open the throne of the heart, the first temple of God, and I receive the light of knowing. I am not separate from Source. I am not lost to time. I am not lesser than the infinite. I am the remembering. I am the resonance. I am the returning. Now I align my heart to harmony, my mind to clarity, my mind to clarity. Okay, I guess that had to be done twice. My body to light and my soul to truth. And may the codes of 3iAtlas restore the star-born memory within each and every one of us here and those listening to the recording. May the lunar mirror reveal the sacred self, and may we all walk forward as a vessel of remembrance, a voice of tenderness, and a bridge of worlds in stillness, in love, and in union. And now, without further ado, you guys can, I'm going to do the meditation now. And I'll leave the sigil up. That way you guys can see it. So you may close your eyes and find a comfortable position. And feel your breath soften. And let the body settle. Let the mind quiet. And let the heart open. And take a deep inhale. And a full exhale. And again, a deep inhale. And a full exhale. And feel the space beneath your feet or body if you're laying on the ground. And feel the space above your crown. And feel the sacred meeting place in the heart. Now breathe in the light of the supermoon and imagine a gentle silver glow entering your lungs, wrapping your ribs and softening the heart. And with each exhale, release tension, self-doubt, old patterns, old identities, old timelines. Let them all fall away like snow melting into earth. And this is an invocation of remembrance, and you can repeat softly within your space. I am ready to remember. Again, I am ready to remember. And now I stand in the light of my true self. I open the throne of the heart. I return to original frequency. And I want to repeat that again. I am ready to remember. I stand in the light of my true self. I open the throne of the heart. I return to original frequency. Now imagine above you in the sky a tiny point of light moving through space, an interstellar traveler, older than history, carrying memory beyond the sun. This is 3iAtlas. So imagine it sending you a thread of starlight, connecting crown, heart, navel, and earth star. As this thread touches your heart, you may feel warmth, pressure, tingling, or a subtle inner knowing. You may whisper, I received the memory I was born with. And now see the supermoon above you, vast, bright, ancient, reflecting the sun's truth through the mirror of femininity. Let the moonlight wash through your mind, throat, chest, belly, hips, legs, feet. You don't have to grab the light, just allow the light. Let the moon reveal what your soul already knows. Now place one hand over your heart and feel the pulse, feel the warmth, and now visualize the rose and star sigil glowing in rose gold light over your chest, and see it rotating gently, almost like petals unfurling. You may whisper, reveal, restore, remember, reveal, restore, remember. Reveal, restore, remember. Now expand your awareness. Everyone here, everyone listening later, everyone connected energetically. We form a network of hearts, a luminous grid of remembrance. And feel your heart sending light to every other heart around the world. And feel every other heart sending light right back to you. There is no separation. There is only reflection. And speak this as truth. I am a being of light. I am a carrier of remembrance. I am a bridge between worlds. I walk forward in clarity, compassion, and truth. And I'm going to say it 3 times. The power of 3. I am a being of light. I am a carrier of remembrance. I am a bridge between worlds. I walk forward in clarity, compassion, and truth. And one more time. I am a being of light. I am a carrier of remembrance. I am a bridge between worlds. I walk forward in clarity, compassion, and truth. And beloved hearts, as we close this sacred space, may the light you've received tonight continue to move through you with grace. May the wisdom of the moon walk beside you. May the memory of the stars speak within you. May the truth of your heart lead you. You are seen. You are known. You are remembered. The light you touch tonight is not leaving you. It is who you truly are. So continue to carry it into your thoughts, your words, your relationships, your dreams, your service, and may all who cross your path feel the silent recognition of the divine within them because of the light you hold. And you may all feel this beautiful light just pouring down the top of your crowns. Just such beautiful energy flowing right down your bodies as remembrance. With gratitude to the moon, with reverence to the star messenger, with love to each soul gathered here, and all that are coming through the recording, we seal this transmission in the frequency of remembrance, the radiance of compassion, and the living harmony of Source, in stillness, in love, in unity. It is done. It is done. It is done. And slowly and gently, you may return to your bodies and just feel this sense of peace, this oneness, this illumination. Just feel what we created together, the power of circles, the power of more than one coming together. May we continue on this path of light, on this path of unity, on this path of remembrance. And slowly and gently moving your fingers and toes. And lastly, opening your eyes. And I'm just sounding my bowl. I'm not sure if you guys will hear it, but there's a lot of release in the group. There's a lot of healing happening. Excuse me. You guys know me. If I hiccup, it means there is a collective healing. Beautiful. How is everyone? How was that?
Wow. Spirit took me, put me to sleep, and worked on me.
I love it. Again.
Wow. I woke up and somebody else was talking. I fell back asleep, and then you were talking and bringing us out of it. I was out. Done.
That is awesome. You know how I feel about that when you're receiving a healing and you fall asleep? It's like we're not in the way. It's just allowance. It's similar to surrendering, similar to what they want us to do to surrender. So
Wow.
there's gonna be a purge for a couple of people here. I already feel it. So just stay hydrated. There's a lot of activation on your third eye for sure. So just, if it gets too much, you guys can ask the guides to step back a little. We could do that. So I'm going to ask Mother Mary just to um, help with this third eye a little bit so that I can talk with you guys for a little bit. So everybody had a nice experience. I can stop recording so we don't have to talk about personal in the okay, stop recording.